Welcome to Local SEO in 10. This is your go-to podcast for answers about how you can grow your local business online easily and quickly. Brought to you by local SEO experts Magnified Media in Walnut Creek, California. In each 10-minute episode, our digital marketing expert Adam Duran answers your questions on how you can get more leads for your business fast. Remember, if you're not taking care of this part of your business right now, you can bet your competitors are. And now, here's our host with the questions, Jamie Duran, and our expert with the answers, Adam Duran.
Hello, Adam.
Hey, Jamie.
How is your week going?
Going good. Heating up over here in NorCal.
That's right. It is like 80 degrees outside, but rain on Saturday, so something to look forward
to. Good. Actually, I don't mind it. All right. Today, I want to talk about why your Google ad campaigns suck. Yes, I'm going to give 5 reasons, the 5 most common reasons that we see where Google ad campaigns, clients come to us with Google ads that they're already running, and they have a common complaint, and that is no calls or wrong kind of calls. And of course, the number one, it's costing us way too much money. So the first 5 things we're going to look at when we inherit such an account, or if you are running Google ads right now, you should pay attention to these 5 things, at least make sure you're not making any missteps. Google does have kind of an automated recommendations menu that you should click on all the time. Check. Understand that the number one recommendation, Jamie, that Google has for your Google ads is, what do you think?
Lots of money. Spend lots and lots of money.
Yes. Increase that budget, baby.
Yes, that's okay.
All right. And if you've met with any Google Ads specialists, that is the point of that call, right? So the point of that call is to get you to increase your budget. They will end every meeting with, hey, what's your budget? Can you increase your budget? It says here you should increase your budget. So these aren't going to be that. Today, increasing your budget is not the reason your Google ads aren't performing. So, ready for number 1?
Ready.
All right. So, number 1 is you aren't on top of your keywords. When you make a Google ad, you're asked for a list of keywords. And then once those ads are running for about a month or, 45 days, you should be going back into the ads, clicking on that keywords panel, and then seeing which keywords are getting the most definitely impressions. That means how many times your ads have been seen, and the most clicks through to your website, and the most conversions. And a conversion, it depends on the ad, but usually a conversion is a call to you or a form submission of some kind. Okay, so when you set up your Google ads, Google is going to kind of default to a broad match keyword, which means any word that is similar or kind of the same or around the same, it's going to include. And so many times, if your ads aren't performing, it's because those keywords have kind of expanded. And they've expanded so much so that it's not bringing you the clients that you want. So make sure that your keywords, look at them and think, do I want the person who's clicking on that keyword as a client? If the answer is no, then you have to do some, trimming down of those keywords, because the worst thing is to see, oh, wow, we got tons of people coming to the site and no conversions. That sucks.
All
right.
Yep. That's no fun.
Yeah. So another one is your ad copy. That means when you create these Google ads, you have a bunch of places to put your ad copy. And Google will say, hey, here's the 3 places. But they'll give you an option to do way more. So to create more ad copy. And you definitely want to create all that you can, not just 3 lines of ad copy. You want to give that ad the chance to choose which ones are the highest performers for you. So fill all of those out. Make sure they're filled out with enticing words, problem, solution, reward. Those are the things that kind of capture someone's eye and clicks on, hits their emotion-based decision part of their brain. So if it's just bland copy, that's not going to help. That's not going to help, especially in the click-through rate, the amount of clicks that come over to your website, or so getting that action that you want out of them. So make sure that you're clear about what you're offering and that each ad is unique, right? You don't want to be Google won't allow you to do the same ad copy, but make sure there's some differences in the text, and think about what a potential client might be needing, and that's what you offer them. Okay?
Yes, that sounds good.
All right. Next one is your landing page. So with these ads, Jamie, guess what? You want them to go somewhere on your website, right?
Definitely, yeah.
All right. So is your homepage a good place for that?
I guess it depends, Adam.
Nope, absolutely not. It never depends. This is poor ad strategy, and that's sending someone to your homepage, because usually your homepage might have a list of, it should have a list of different services that you offer. So those services, definitely your ads should be broken down by whatever service you are advertising. So each one of your ads should have a specific landing page that's created specifically for that offering. So that way, when someone does click over, they are immediately greeted with the answer to their problem, which is you, and has more detail about your business, your offerings, testimonials, ways to contact you, some social proof, all that stuff. Okay?
Yep.
Yes, I see the I see the homepage as the end, the page on so many ads. It's baffling. Okay. Next, and this is kind of a weird one, Jamie, especially if you're in an industry that you're like, hey, does Google like me? If you're in one of those industries, so that would be like a locksmith or a garage door, or a doctor. Of some kind of clinic. Google has a ton of special rules that apply to each one of those industries. And many times you'll be asked, your ads will be submitted. Google will say, okay, approved. And then 3 days later, you'll notice, hey, why does my ad said limited by policy next to it? Well, that's because you've gone awry of Google's rules in some way, and now they're limiting how your ads are shown. So like for garage doors, they want full documentation of your business. They want to see proof ad nauseum, because in the garage door industry, for example, there's been such rampant abuse of it. So
what?
Yeah, locksmith too, taxi. There's a bunch of ones that have tried, and now Google's very strict with them. So anyway, make sure that you click on that limited by policy, and then follow everything. They're going to want extra documentation. They might want you to change your website, take out certain words. If it's a fringe anything, you're going to have to pay attention to that. Okay? Yeah. So if you want the ads to actually succeed, right? But just take that limited by policy thing super seriously and try and stay on top of it, because they don't care. Nobody cares. Right. Only you.
Interesting.
All right. And the last one is be very specific in your keywords. So the way that Google ads are set up, you have a campaign, and then under that campaign is an ad group. So that ad group should be, if you want to get really specific, if you have a very specific service with one specific keyword in it, that you're in an industry where that only that one word can do. So you can use that one word, that's your one keyword. Try one of those ad groups. Create one with just one keyword, because that keyword, if it speaks directly to the client that you want, can offer a great chance of getting that client that you want. So say, for example, you are an outsourced CFO, a virtual CFO. Instead of creating an ad group with tons of keywords around virtual CFO, just use the words virtual CFO.
Okay.
That's it. And don't allow Google to do broad match, just exact one. And that way, only that one word you can track to see how well it performs. And that means you get a quality score when you create these things, so you can have a great quality score with one keyword. It could definitely increase the click-through rate for that ad because it's so specific, and it doesn't cost more. So you could actually get higher click-through rate and cheaper ad spend and better results. It's interesting, and it's definitely counterintuitive because Google always says, hey, at least 10 to 15 or 40 keywords. But understand, Google says that because they want to take your money. And the more keywords you have, the more opportunity they can show your ad. So that means the more money they can make. So it's different. The motivations there are different. So just be aware of that. Experiment with an ad with one keyword in it. There you go, Jamie.
All right. Well, I have a question.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Bring it.
What would happen to Google if you use the Google Gemini AI to ask what would be the most effective Google AdWords for my blank business? Would it implode?
No, it would give you a bunch of keywords that might help. Yeah, definitely. Use AI when you're building these ad campaigns. They already have now AI built into them, but yeah, you're free to check out another an AI like ChatGPT or something, and yeah, use it. Why not?
Okay, I'm glad I solved it. I thought Google would disappear into a Google black hole or something.
No, but it could help spur some ideas around there. Also, Google does have, when you go into the Google Ads platform, you can find a keyword planner, which can be helpful as well. Mm-hmm. So we tend to use the keyword planner. We use some other tools, some other paid tools that we have for the agency that we use. But yeah, we also use ChatGPT. Why not? Use all the tools that are available. And if it makes your job faster, easier, and better, then home run.
Got it. I like it.
Boom. That's all, Jamie. I got through 5. Right. I can't believe it. Whew,
very good. Well, with that, we will say thank you, Adam. That's all very good. And there are companies out there that are spending thousands and thousands of dollars on Google AdWords. So if you are one of these companies, re-listen to this podcast. Adam went through it pretty quick, but definitely some really good tips, and it'll make the Google AdWords a lot more effective. And if you know a company that is using Google AdWords, send this podcast over. And also, if you have a question about an upcoming or anything in the world of search engine optimization, go to our website, magnifiedmedia.net, click on the podcast button and put in those keywords, and chances are there's at least a couple, if not 3 or 4 podcasts about that. Mm-hmm. And also, wherever you're listening to this, feel free to give us 5 stars, and that helps our ranking and gets Adam's message out to even more people and business owners and students too. This is I think Google is now celebrating their 30th anniversary, I think, something like that. So it's they're just getting started too. So with that, we will talk to you next week, and have a great week, everybody. Thank you.
That's all for now. Thanks for listening to this episode of Local SEO in 10 with Google local marketing expert Adam Duran. Join us each week for answers to your questions on how to best harness the power of the internet to grow your business. Speaking of questions, got some? Message us through our Facebook page, Local SEO in 10, and we'll be sure to give you your answer on an upcoming episode. This episode of Local SEO in 10 is brought to you by Magnified Media, the leading online marketing agency in Northern California, who invite you to grow your business by magnifying your online visibility and credibility. Visit them on the web at www.magnifiedmedia.com. Magnify your business, magnify your profits.